Hey guys, it's Ethan Hill, handsome and wealthy, and can all my handsome and wealthy men tune into this video. Now, this video, I think is going to benefit you guys. I always talk about how to attract the women you want, and I'm going to break down today actually how to attract the woman, how to be attractive, and how to understand how the psychology of attraction works. I got some notes here, so I'm gonna read some things and then I'm gonna break it down for you guys so you guys can really tap in and really get the knowledge in an easier way. So here we go. All right, so attraction is a combination of biology, emotion, psychology, and behavior. So basically, you want to be attractive in all realms, right? So people say, okay, he looks good, so he's attractive, looks wise, physically. But when it comes to attraction, it's more than that. It's how you carry yourself, it's how you act, it's how authentic you are. Because the thing is, when it comes to attraction, people like people are attracted. Women, I don't know, I'm saying people, like we're just talking about anybody. I'm talking about women. All right, we're talking about women. All right, women are attracted to men who are confident, who have a purpose, who are competent, and who are authentic, and they're not seeking validation. Okay, because the men that are seeking validation means there's something internally inside that they're not. Okay, they're seeking something that they're not. Okay, so you have to hit on all levels. You got to hit on all forms, man. You can't leave just one thing out. You can't just rely on your looks. Because you rely on the looks, your looks fade. So then what else you got? You know what I'm saying? So here's another thing that I'm reading to you guys, okay? Confidence attracts attraction. Confidence creates attraction. Neediness destroys it. Like I was saying, self-respect creates attraction. Desperation destroys it. Okay? So I'm going to speak from my experience, right? So I've always been called attractive. I've always been called good looking, handsome, whatever. But what I've noticed as you start to gain some wisdom, you start to get older, is attraction is really in your character. It's really how you carry yourself, right? And why am I saying that? Because attraction really comes from you, being someone that is, outgoing, someone that's not taking himself too seriously, someone who can read the room, emotional intelligence. Like, you gotta be able to be that guy who's the life of the party, right? And the reason why I'm saying that is because we've been told that you need to be mysterious, you need to be introverted, and that works when you are in a crowd of people you know. But if you don't know these people, you're not going to get the woman you want, because women like a guy who's funny, a guy who's handsome, a guy who's confident, a guy who knows himself. So a lot of the times in this generation, in this year, I'd say we're living in, a lot of guys don't know themselves. And this is something that I struggle with. But as I got older, I realized who I am. And you got to be comfortable with that. And if the woman that you're trying to attract is not reciprocating your energy, then you got to move on. Okay? You hear me? You gotta move on, because a lot of guys, right? And I know a guy, okay? And a friend of a friend told me that there was this guy and he was trying to deal with this woman, but the woman was not really feeling him as a whole, you know, texting back late, not really responding to calls, maybe putting the calls off when you plan to hang out with that woman, right? She just doesn't have the time. Oh, there's something coming up this weekend. You try to set it for the next weekend. Oh, is that something coming up that weekend? Okay. So when it comes to attraction, the biggest thing is you just want to have a good time, man. Good time, life at the party. Make sure you keep yourself in shape, because that's going to be a big thing. And then make sure you're just able to just be charismatic, because like I said, women like a man who's charismatic, who can talk, who can be that wordsmith. Because women, you know, women fall in love through their ears. Women fall in love through their ears. Men fall in love through their eyes. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. Because if you hear men talk, oh, she got a fat ass, she got this and that, oh my God, like that's just how men talk. I don't, you know. But women, they like words. That's why R&B music, that's why they get attracted to certain types of genres, and they, you know, hear these lyrics and they just fall in love. You know what I'm saying? Even if the guy is not all that who's singing it. So I've realized at this age, when you're talking about attraction is really being bold, but it's knowing to be humble at the same time. And then being able to be out there with the way you carry yourself, but you don't want to be too out there, but you're just confident in who you are. And that's going to be a big thing, because if you're confident, everything else is going to follow. There's no type of worries as far as being the man that she wants. Okay, so attraction is really going to come down to everything I just said. Now, here's some other notes that I want you guys to hear. And basically, women are drawn more to laughter, excitement, trust, safety, admiration, and respect. So when it comes to a woman, you have to also understand that women like a guy who's doesn't care about the opinions of others, because a woman is going to test you, right? And we talk about this all the time on here, but women are going to test you. They're going to test to see if you are the man that you actually are. So she will test you. And if you take it too seriously, man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, she's gonna get turned off. And there's nothing you could do about it at that point but time. But anyways, like I said, attraction is going to come to those 4 elements, right? Like I mentioned, it's going to be your confidence, your authority, your lack of not being needy, and then knowing who you are, being a builder as well, knowing how to work with your hands, with tools. I mean, the list goes on and on. But every woman is different. One guy, she might like the bad boy. The other guy, she might like a square dude. The other guy, she might like a guy that's more confident in other aspects. And the other guy, maybe she's not. You know what I'm saying? So it's all going to depend. But at the end of the day, if you want to really attract the woman you want, man, first of all, you got to subscribe, because you're going to be missing out on good content. But then number 2, man, it's about coming in, firstly, with your looks, with your confidence. You got to lead with that. If you don't have the looks or you don't have the confidence, you're cooked. You're cooked. So make sure you lead with confidence. Make sure you lead with good looks. Then you let your accomplishments and the stuff that you've achieved in a humble way. You can't be arrogant, because it's just going to look like, oh, he's a tryhard. He's doing too much, okay? He's doing too much. So you gotta know how to just talk about yourself and pull back. and let her talk more, because women like to talk. So if you can just let her talk and be agreeable, I mean, that's another charismatic thing. So it's going to be a couple of things, man. But all in all, what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to women, you just got to be confident, and you have to understand her emotionally and understand how to read the room and understand how to be the guy who's fit and able to not take himself too seriously, man, because I sometimes take myself too seriously. Sometimes I have a mean mug. Sometimes I'm just way too damn serious. But with time, you know, you got to learn how to like cut that off and just be able to be just the life of the party, blah, blah. Because it's going to help you in life. It's going to help you in business relationships. I'm not just talking about relationships with women. With women, sorry about that. With women, because with men, it's the same thing. Got to be able to be charismatic. So, anyways, that's it for this video. Now, if you guys got some value, if you feel like, okay, now I understand a little bit on how to attract the woman you want, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Go ahead and comment down below. Hit the subscribe button, and then share this video with someone who might be struggling with women, not understanding them, not understanding how to attract. Okay, but if you guys did enjoy it, man, go ahead and save this one, because this one I think is gonna go. Okay, but anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching the video, and you guys know the slogan, man. Ethan Hill, handsome and wealthy, attract the woman you want, not the woman you're selling for, and we're out.